green, we sway with a beer in hand every day. From the tee to the hole, we're just trying to keep control. We're barely out of bounds, drinking and golfing around. A toast to the fairway we raise for the love of the game and the haze. A swing and a miss, oh what a sight. We laugh it off with delight. With each swig from the can, we're the best at this plan. We're barely out of bounds, drinking and golfing around. A toast to the fairway we raise for the love of the game and the haze. No matter the score, we're here for the fun, the sun, the laughs and the pun. So here's to good times and great friends we found in this game where we're barely out of bounds. So grab your clubs and enjoy your brew. We're here to make memories come true in the world of golf and beer. We're barely out of bounds. Cheers. We're barely out of bounds, drinking and golfing around. A toast.
And welcome back to another episode of Barely Out of Bounds. It's your boy Rico Daddy Slick here.
How did your crew not get out there? They're playing golf!
On the green, we sway with a beer in hand every day. From the tee to the hole, we're just trying to keep control. We're barely out of bounds, drinking and golfing around. A toast to the fairway we raise for the love of the game and the haze. For the love of the game and the haze.
I don't know if it's about to this class. I don't know.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Barely OB Podcast. I am unfit to score. Joined with me is I can't see your name, sir, but of course it is Lou Zerman getting fit soon as well. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right. Unfit to score. Yeah, this is Zerman Lou here. Zerman Lou. Here in the studio of the Barely Out of Bounds podcast, talking to you. And I'm ready to get the ball rolling. Zachary, how are you doing?
I don't know what is going on, but I can't get rid of Beerly Boy. There it goes. Okay. Let's get this episode started, Zane. Let's get this episode started.
Thank you.
First off, we got to talk about our boy. Zane played in the Georgia Open this past weekend. How'd it go?
It did not go well day one. The funny thing was I didn't make a single double bogey or worse.
Hey, that's a good start.
Not a single one. It's not like I fell apart. It was a slow leaking oil there halfway through the day on that first round was really what killed me.
Yeah.
You know, once we got halfway through the round, I started really making some bad shots, not even really bad decisions. I felt like the mental faculties were pretty sharp. Just the body wasn't as sharp, wasn't matching the mental focus there. Yeah. So that happened. And and then the second day, I actually did play pretty well. I really had a shot. I mean, I missed so many putts by like that much. But that's how golf works. You know, you got to make the putts. And what could have been a 2 under, 3 under, which would have got me in, or 2 under would have got me in just underneath the cut line. I ended up shooting 2 over, and you can trace that back to literally like 2 shots, which really kind of went awry. that could have saved me those shots. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of a bummer, but it was a great experience. I really enjoyed playing with some great guys. And one of the guys, Ruin, who I played with, he's the assistant men's coach out at Augusta University. He ended up, I think, placing third or fourth, which was kind of cool.
That's awesome.
So that was, shout out to old Ruin over there. He's
Yeah.
he's from South Africa. He's a really good dude.
Nice.
So yeah.
So Zane, me and you went to, just before we get into what happened this past weekend on the PG Tour in the playoffs.
We talk about playoffs. We ain't talking about practice.
We're gonna talk about what it means,
about the game.
what the playoffs mean on the PGA Tour, because I have some takes. I'll just put it that way. But before we get into that, unfit to score. Zane, we went to PGA Superstore the other day and we noticed some interesting. You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You seem to be going vertical. You seem to be going vertical.
I'm vertically challenged right now.
Gotcha.
That's all it is.
Gotcha. We went to PGA Superstore. We noticed some things. Number one, I pound the golf ball right now. That's number one. No, I'm hitting the ball pretty far right now.
He is hitting the ball far, guys. It's aggravating because it's the only time in our lives where he's actually like
consistently
cruising
longer.
it past me. Yeah.
And I have an
it doesn't
extra
feel
gear that Zane can't smell. Like,
it's not even a close to smelling. It's kind of sad. What's funny is I have a right now I did have like a, we don't know what happened, but my right knee is like really, really hurting. That has nothing to do with me producing speed, by the way. I'm not using that as an excuse.
Yeah, I'm injured, guys. I didn't figure it out until 5 minutes after I left PGA Superstore, but it turns out
no, it started happening on that first round at the Georgia Open. It had nothing to do with my score, by the way. It happened on like hole 16.
Yeah,
it's just I bent down, and it started really, really, really hurting. And I was like, what the hell's going on? Because I've had knee pain in the past, but not like this. And I don't know what it is.
Did you go see a doctor yet?
I have not seen a doctor yet.
That's
well, I'm unemployed now, so I better go do it soon before those benefits run out. You know what I'm saying? So,
but
we'll see how that goes. But
he's a doctor. So I'm producing pretty good ball speed, pretty good club head speed, but the spin numbers with the driver, if they were better, I mean, I'd be hitting it a very, very long ways. I'm hitting it far right now. I'd be hitting it very, very far. And so we're going, and then there's also some things with the irons that I don't love. So we're going to Club Champion this weekend, getting fit on Saturday. We'll talk about that experience. I hope to shoot a video there. So, that's the plan anyway. So,
there you go.
Get it on that. Next tournament for me is coming up at the end of August, the assistant championship at Augusta Country Club. I'm pretty excited about playing in that and playing that course too, because from what I hear, it's not only a great course, it's a tough test. So
there you go.
But even after the Open, Zane, you said you felt pretty good about your game.
Yeah. What do you mean? Felt pretty good about my game? You mean in the Georgia Open?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty good about my game. Putted great. Just you gotta make sure that you hit the greens. And the first day, I just didn't hit enough greens. You know what I'm saying? So it was what it was. But let's get into talk. This is the Beerly Out of Bounds podcast.
Yeah. Well, listen,
we gotta tell people what we're drinking.
Oh,
and
we do.
And you're like, we're already, what is it, 9 minutes in? We haven't got into the. We're burying the lead here. Burying the lead. So we don't want to do that. You never bury the lead. So I'm drinking a Miller Lite, and whenever you want to get chiller, get a Miller. That's what I hear. Anyway, so drinking Miller Lite. What about you, Zach? What are you drinking?
Well, I realized when I got home I was out of beer. So instead of beer, we're going to be drinking whiskey out of this Sea Rock City mug. And we are going to go with Macallan Highland single malt Scotch whiskey.
Nice. There you go.
15. So yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. We're not going to go crazy. We're just.
Can you get on screen, please?
I was
You like
wearing my-
for some reason you love living half off the screen. I
Oh
don't
my
understand
god,
it.
this guy.
I don't
Unbelievable.
understand. Yeah.
Is that
I
better?
don't get it. That's a lot better. Yeah.
Is that better, brother?
I can
Am I
actually
on
see
center? See my center screen now.
Unfit to screen should be the name. You're
God.
still leaning like halfway off. You got your ear cut off there.
Listen, I think I might be one of the ugliest people on the face of the planet, so that's why I'm halfway off the screen. I don't want to ruin the viewers.
Is she gonna slap you? I hope she slaps you.
She's not happy.
I hope she slaps you.
No, don't say
Please.
that, Zane.
Please slap him.
No, she
Yes.
can't hear you. You're on headphones right now.
Please slap him. But anyway.
Huh?
I said slap him.
He's telling you to slap me.
Yeah. Slap him. So anyway.
She threw a punch in the air.
Oh, good. Good. So she did half of it. So
Mhm.
anyway, so yeah, let's go into talk about the what everybody's actually here for.
Now I'm
Yeah.
pumped. I just had a sip of scotch. I'm pumped. Let's go. Cam
Okay.
Young. Let's
Yes.
talk about it.
Talk to me about him, Zach.
You want to talk about a guy lapping the field through 3 rounds and then just cruising to the finish line. You're talking about Cam Young this past week, the last week of competition before we got into the playoffs, and he came to play. Zane, I was incredibly impressed with Cam Young because for me, he's always been one of those guys that can have great rounds, but has never been able to put together a solid tournament. And this week, he looked unbeatable, quite frankly.
Zach was one of the guys, though, that was saying, it's like, I think it was you who was talking to me and said, "Oh, Cam Young's in the lead after 3 rounds. Watch him fold." I think that you told me that.
No, it was after 2 rounds. I think
you told me, though. You were like, well, he's going to fold.
I definitely did. He did not fold.
He did not fold. So I just wanted to bring
after
this up.
3 rounds, it was pretty secure. Like he had like a 6 or 7 shot lead.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring this up real quick. This is his press conference. Let's go ahead and hear how he reacted to winning for the first time on the PGA Tour.
Cameron, you have been knocking on the door so often. You just ripped it off its hinges. What does it feel like to officially be a PGA Tour winner?
Yeah, it's I've been waiting for it for a while. Yeah, I mean, I never thought I'd really be that emotional about it, but it's the end of my 4th season, and I've had my chances, never quite like this, and I wasn't going to let it get away from me today.
This is an emotional place for you to get it done. Your dad has been walking with.
I just want to point out that dude has a dog in him. Did you see that look at his eyes? Let's go back real quick. That look at his eyes right there. That's something else. Did you notice that?
A place for you to get it done.
He's
Your
like,
dad.
he
I'm
said,
let it get away from me today.
I won't let that get away from me today. Anyway.
Kind of looks
This is an emotional place for you to get it done. Your dad has been walking with you every step of the way. You're in the backyard of where you went to school. We've been hearing Go Deeks all around this place. How special and meaningful is it to get it done in North Carolina?
Yeah, it's great. My dad's here, which is really nice. Unfortunately, it's one of a couple times my whole family's not here, so I'm missing them. And looking forward to seeing them. They're going to meet me in Memphis. So, yeah, I mean, a great spot to do it. I think it's a great test of golf, and I proved that, I can play really well around here. I did it last year, and happy to give myself another chance this year and get it done.
I know you also said you have a lot to prove to U.S. Ryder Cup captain Keegan Bradley.
Yeah.
What did you prove today with your performance and having a considerable lead, which is not always easy, and never letting up?
Yeah. Obviously, that goal is, or that team is a goal of many of us, and I've tried to put that in the back of my mind is where I see myself in the middle of September after the season, and yeah, I mean, I obviously would love the chance to play, and I've got some more opportunities to really earn my way on the team, but if you have to look back at something I've done this season that's a positive, I think winning by a few is a good one.
By more than a few. Cameron, congratulations. You are forever now a PGA Tour champion. You have earned this one. Ian, one last time, buddy. Back to you.
So that's all she wrote about Cameron Young.
Yeah, I mean, he was quite
Wyndham.
frankly just dominated this whole event. I mean, it wasn't even that close when it
Yeah.
came down to the finish.
And it wasn't even what, Zach?
It wasn't even close.
Oh, that's not what I was looking to hear. I was looking to hear something a little bit better than that.
It wasn't even that close.
It wasn't even particularly close.
Oh, my thing. You know
I
what?
was
It's
waiting
not
for
even
your
particularly
thing.
close.
I was waiting for your thing. You got the
It's
thing.
an old thing.
In record fashion, Cameron Young wins the Wyndham Championship of 2025, his first victory on the PGA Tour after 7 second-place finishes.
Shout out to Major League Baseball,
And all head
MasterCard,
on Young's shoulders,
RBC.
indeed.
I didn't realize he was a
What
Peter Millar dude,
A
too.
win. Father, Dad, so proud.
His dad's not
Pretty
very
cool.
emotional. His dad's
Yeah.
like, you should have won a major by now.
Dad's like, you should have won 2 years ago, bud. That's what he's saying.
This is year 4, and this is your first win. What are we doing out here?
That's right. So, by the way,
like my
here's the
dad.
new Ryder Cup standings. Let's go ahead and take a look at those. Why don't we?
Yeah.
So this was a big thing for him to win because this guy's not an automatic pick for the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
And so here's what the Ryder Cup looks like as of now. You got Scotty, Xander, JJ, Henley, Bryson, and Harris English. All those guys are in the top 6. So obviously, just for those of you at home that don't know, the top 6, by the time that these things lock up, the top 6 are the people that go, right? Yeah. The next 6 are the people that are going to be picked by the captain, our captain's pick. So you got right now, 7th through 12th, they're not locks, just to make that clear for the people sitting at home. You got JT, you got Colin Morikawa, you got Ben Griffin, you got Keegan Bradley, you got Maverick McNeely, and you got Brian Harmon. Okay? Then after that, 13, 14, 15, pretty close. You got Adam Novak, Patrick Cantlay, Cam Young, Sam Burns, Wyndham Clark, Lucas Glover, Daniel Berger, and Goddard. And so Zach, like from this list, who do you think Keegan picks out of those? Especially from how people performed in the Wyndham. Like, do you think he does make that reach for Cam?
No.
Or do you? I don't know if he does either. Why do you say though? Why do you say that?
I mean, Cam Young with the win. I mean, obviously it's a big win for him in his career. But I mean, he's still in 15th on the list. Like, you got to drop a lot of names before you get to him, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
Like, you're talking, you got to pass on one of these guys who have played better all year. Justin Thomas, Colin Morikawa, Ben Griffin, who had a top 10 this week. Keegan Bradley, who everyone's talking about being a playing captain. Maverick McNeely, who's just Mr. Consistent. Brian Harmon, who I don't love in a Ryder Cup setting, but then you have Andrew Novak, again, don't love him in a Ryder Cup setting, but then you have a great Ryder Cup player in Patrick Cantlay that you got to put over at least 2 of those guys to get to Cameron Young. And I don't see that happen. Actually, at least 3 of those guys to get to Cameron Young, and I just don't see that happening. I can see maybe him jumping 1 or 2, but honestly, I don't see, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Brian Harmon in a Ryder Cup setting, I think Keegan Bradley probably would be.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I think for me, I think he's got to pick himself. He's playing too good not to pick himself.
Did he play this week?
I don't believe he did. Let me check and see. I don't remember being able to pick him on DraftKings. Let's go ahead and check and see on that real quick. Do you have it up?
I'm looking it up right now. Keegan Bradley missed the cut with even par.
Ooh, okay. Well, I do think he still picks himself.
I'd be surprised if he didn't.
I would.
Hey, Vince Whaley made the cut this week.
Yep, Vince Whaley did make the cut this week.
He finished dead last after the cut, but
yeah, he did not have a great weekend. He did have a highlight. He knocked it like 2 feet from the pin on a par 3. That was pretty nice. But yeah, he didn't do much.
I mean, really, it was the last day. He shot 7 over par.
Yeah, he didn't. he's had a bad run when it's not like an island event.
Yeah.
He plays really well on the islands, and he just can't seem to get it done on the mainland, which is, where most of these big tournaments happen.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
that's
mean,
a bummer.
making cuts is a big deal. I mean,
Yeah, of course.
plenty of names did not make the cut. So,
Of course. So if you look at, I think if I'm Keegan Bradley, I pick myself. I probably pick Ben Griffin.
I think it's
I-
hard not to pick.
I
Ben Griffin.
probably pick Morikawa.
Yeah.
I probably pick JT.
Yeah.
I probably pick McNeely.
Yeah.
And I reach for, I honestly, with that win, I would reach and grab Cam Young.
You'd grab Cam Young over Harmon and Cantlay?
Yeah, at the last, I would.
How did Cantlay play? Did he play?
Patrick Cantlay, I don't think he did.
He
Did
not play.
And by the way, let's talk a little bit about what are your thoughts on Rory?
So we're gonna get into this in a second.
Okay.
I don't want to get into it right now. I'd rather get into it when we start talking. Are we gonna move right into playoff talk?
We're going to move right into playoff talk because we're talking about the Ryder Cup standings. Well, let's do this. So this is Cam Young talking about, he says, quote, "I know I've got some work left to do to prove that to him." Let's go ahead and take
You
a
really want to
listen.
make this Ryder Cup team. Do you
Yeah.
do you believe that your game would help the team? And pretend I'm Keegan Bradley. Like, why should you be on the team?
Yeah, I think that this week proves what I'm capable of. I've played a lot of really good golf over the course of the last bunch of years in big spots, in majors. I know I've got, just about the most top tens. I think maybe fourth or fifth most top tens in majors over since I've started playing on the PGA Tour. I obviously like that golf course. It's home for me up there. So, if you're asking me, I think my golf helps. I think it probably would have helped the last time too. But I know I've got some work left to do to prove that to him. And, this is week one of four that I have the opportunity to do that. So I've got three more.
You really want to make this Ryder Cup team. Do you
Yeah.
do you believe that you're
So I think
Wait, is this week top 125?
this week
Correct.
is the FedEx is the St. Jude.
So it's top 125.
I believe so, yeah.
Or is it the top 70? It's top 70.
Top 70?
Top 125 keep their tour card, so it's top 70.
Okay. Top 70 make the cut for the
Top 70
Top-
play
not-
in the FedEx.
top
St. Jude.
70 play in the FedEx Cup. Yes, that's what I meant. After this event.
No, the FedEx
Right.
St. Jude is the first playoff event.
Oh yeah, FedEx St. Jude is the first playoff event. So what do we think about who's your best bet on making it versus not making it? Let's go ahead and stop sharing that.
For the playoff this week?
For the playoff this week. Yeah, who do you consider who's on the cut line right now?
So
with the
I'm gonna
FedEx Cup
go
rankings?
the first 5 in, or the last 5 in, and the first 5 out. Okay, first, the last 5 in are Siwoo Kim, Jake Knapp, Jordan Spieth, Wyndham Clark, and Minwoo Lee. The first 5 out are JT Poston, Kurt Kitayama, which shout out to him, he's had a great year. He was a rookie not that long ago. I remember.
Here it is. Yep.
Bud Colley, Joe Highsmith, and Aaron Rye. I think of the guys out currently, the best one to jump in is Aaron Rye.
Where do you see him as out?
He top 50 next week. This week's the top 70.
Yeah.
He's 55 right now. I could see him jumping into the top 50. Zane, are you confused?
I am confused because I thought they make the cut a top 70 after the FedEx St. Jude.
No, the FedEx St. Jude is the top 70.
So there are only 70 players playing in this?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. So, sorry. Sorry, I was not looking at the same thing as you.
My
I think
God.
Aaron Rye's in. I think Aaron Rye's a lock.
You think he's
I don't-
well? He's got to jump. He's got to jump 6 spots.
Yeah, but that's only like the difference between 800 and 11. Where is that?
811 and 851.
Yeah, that's the points. Okay.
Yeah. Jesus.
Okay. Yeah, I do. I think that he's definitely in. I think
Okay.
Aaron Rye makes it.
I think there's a decent chance we don't see Wyndham Clark at the BMW.
Where is it? Oh yeah, I totally agree with that.
I think there's a decent chance we don't see Wyndham Clark or Minwoo Lee.
Yeah, I'd agree with that as well.
Minwoo Lee has struggled in the back half
I
of
wouldn't
the season.
be.
So has Wyndham Clark.
I wouldn't be surprised if like Aaron Rye and Tony Finau jump Wyndham Clark. And
I don't
Minwoo.
see Tony Finau jumping in.
You don't see him?
No. Where's Tony Finau?
Tony Finau is just 60? A little bit lower. He's at 60.
He's way back at 60.
He's not way back at 60. Are you kidding me?
Yes, he is.
90. These count for a lot more, bud.
I know they count for more.
These count for way more.
He's got to play very well this week, and I just don't see it happening. I could see.
Okay.
Who else could I see? I could see JT Poston getting in there.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, he's liable to go on a run.
Yeah, maybe.
How
do we feel? How do we feel about Rory dipping?
So this is my thing. This isn't a playoff.
Yeah.
If you can skip the first round, it's not a playoff.
Agreed.
So him bouncing is the dumbest thing in the world.
And I think this is exactly, what exactly led to this was them taking away
the stroke advantage.
The stroke advantage in the end.
Because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Why don't I just take 3 weeks, go up to
like if you're Scotty Scheffler, this is your exact point I'm making. I'm going to make it for you.
Yeah.
If you're Scotty Scheffler, why are you playing in the first 2 events?
Why not just go to the course 3 weeks early and just practice? Because you're not hurt by not showing up to the first 2.
Yeah, I mean it's 2,000 points, right? So like, I get it to an extent. I get it in a gamesmanship thing, but like, how are you? I don't understand that, dude. Like, how is Scotty's playing? You know what I mean?
Well,
Rory can't get up off of his rear and go play in the event.
Well, it's because there's no need to.
Yeah,
because he's no longer the difference between 2nd and 30th by the end of the playoff. Once we get to the final day, is irrelevant.
Yeah, I don't think you should be able to skip playoff events. Period.
I agree.
I think
Scotty Scheffler could skip the next 2 playoff events and be top 10 on the list.
He probably could, yeah. Yeah, I think it's travesty, honestly. I think if you want a playoff season,
if you want
you can't
it to
do
matter, this is why for golf it only makes sense to do a stroke advantage.
I disagree. I think the match play advantage is pretty good too.
I don't necessarily think it is. And here's why.
I think it'd be pretty
I'll tell
rad.
you why I don't think it's an advantage.
Talk to me.
In a lot of individual sports, it almost hurts more to have a bye than to play the whole time. And let me explain. Let's say we're doing match play, right? And I'm just going to go. Nick Taylor just gets hot. He just gets hot in match play. In the first round, he blows out his competition. Then he's got Scotty Scheffler round 2. Scotty Scheffler hasn't played a competitive round of golf this week yet, and Nick Taylor's hot. Now Nick Taylor's going into a match hot, and Scotty Scheffler's coming in cold because he hasn't played.
I don't know.
I tell you what, you know what? It's because I've seen it in other sports.
Yeah, I still give it to the guy who had the bye. I'm sorry. I still give that guy the advantage.
I disagree. I completely disagree.
You can disagree all you want.
Because not only that, the guy has played on the tournament greens. Unless you're going to move around to different venues, but you're not going to do that.
No, you'd already be at the venue. You'd be practicing and waiting for your turn. You'd still
But the putting
You'd
green,
be
but he's
hitting
hit
on.
into the greens. He's hit into the greens in tournament conditions, in tournament play.
Dude, you've already had practice rounds. Like that. I'm sorry, dude. You've already hit into tournament greens.
It matters, dude. It matters.
Dude, come on, man.
It matters.
I mean, that's just a bad take.
That's not a bad take.
That's just a bad take.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Zane,
I'm
have
sorry.
you ever done a
buys
black?
give you?
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
wrong on this.
I'm
You're
sorry.
Wrong on
I'm
this.
not wrong on this.
You're wrong on
Getting
this.
a buy. You're telling me that's not advantageous
It depends on the sport.
in golf?
In
having
golf,
a
it's
buy?
not. In golf, I will downright say it's not advantageous.
That's crazy, dog.
Or
like,
it can be non-advantageous. And the idea is that it's supposed to be a distinct advantage.
I would argue not having to play the earlier rounds is a distinct advantage.
I would argue it's not.
You're insane.
I would
You
argue
have
it's not a
more of an
distinct
opportunity to play bad.
Huh?
You have more of an opportunity to play bad. I mean, you
Or you have
just
more
as
of an
much
opportunity to
you
get
have-
hot.
Okay, but you have just as much of a likelihood of getting hot as going cold. Like that's I don't understand.
I'm not saying that that's not the case. The problem is that whenever you come off of the bye and you run into someone that's hot, that's how you end up with like someone named.
But that's cool.
Listen,
you want that.
Listen,
You want that for ratings. Are you
not
kidding me?
when you're trying to determine the best player in the year.
If
that
they
played
can't
in.
beat the guy that had to play
No!
before,
in one
I'm
round,
sorry. They're not the
In
best
one
player that
round?
week.
in one
No.
round.
Sorry.
Best player that week. I thought the idea of a tour champion was to be the best player of the year on tour. That's
I'm
the
just
whole
saying-
point of doing a stroke advantage.
I'm just saying the stroke advantage didn't make it. It's got to be, again, back to our argument from way before about how getting the eyes, right? Making it entertaining. Having a stroke advantage, we've already determined, would you not agree, is not entertaining.
I think
it's not
that
an
changing
entertaining
it
product.
every 3 to 4 years is not entertaining.
I
Because
agree
it's
with
hard
you.
to determine,
I
okay,
agree
this
with you.
event has no history.
I agree with you. The point is, at the end of the day, we've got to make an entertaining product. And by we, I mean the golf, the sport of
You're right.
golf.
When Victor Hovland came back and won the tour championship, that wasn't entertaining, right? When he came back and he was starting 4 strokes behind the lead, that wasn't entertaining.
There are examples of obvious. There's
examples of
exceptions.
everything. That's
There's
what I'm
always
saying.
exceptions. There's always exceptions. We both agree that having limited fields is not a good thing, right?
Yes.
Right?
In general, yes.
In general, yes. What does a match play tournament that is what does a match play tournament have that is inherently entertaining? What does it have that's inherently
It's
entertaining?
unique.
Not just unique. If you score an 8 and I score a par, where do we stand at the end of the golf hole?
I'm 1 down.
You're one. Well, if you make par, I make 8.
You said if I make 8 and I score a par.
Okay. I'm 1 up,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I'm not 4 up.
Yes.
That's what makes it entertaining, right? That's what makes a match play format entertaining. And that's also goes back to what we were saying before about the hot versus cold scenario. Because even if the guy who did have the bye has one bad hole and maybe hits one out of bounds or something, right? Okay, that if the other guy birdies, that's 1 down.
I get that. I would
concede to you if it were like a stroke play thing, like one-on-one stroke play. You're exactly right, but that's exactly why we don't find that kind of thing interesting. You know what I mean?
Well, here my problem with getting rid of the stroke advantage is it's replaced with nothing.
I agree with we talked about this at the time. You're preaching to the choir here, Unfit to Score. You're preaching to the choir.
It doesn't make sense to me to crown a tour champion based off of one event. And that's that.
Okay. But can you, first off, move on screen so we all can see you?
Oh my goodness.
Thank you. Thank you, Zach.
I'm
you
here.
are. There's your pretty face. Okay.
I'm here.
There's your pretty face. So, yeah, that one. That's the face we all love.
Yeah.
So the
Like
thing
this
is, yeah, that one. So the thing is, though, is I really think match play is missing from golf. I
I
always used to
agree.
love watching the match play.
Me
It always
too.
was one of those refreshing moments of the
Well,
year.
it was just something different. Like it breaks up the monotony of the season. Like I don't want to watch the Barracuda Championship and then the Valspar and then the Cinquento y Uno
Yes, and it's still
Invitational in
for
Vedanta. Like
all those people out there that say, "Oh, why would we play stroke play all the way up until the end of the season, then do match play?" Because you only have 30 players at the end of the day. Like that's why. Are you kidding? Like
yeah.
I'd be down to do a round robin with 30 guys. Do a round robin, do a double elimination or something. Anything would be better, I think, than just simply doing what you said exactly. And we both agree on this is just setting up, doing a 30-man stroke play event. I hate it.
Yeah, we'll get 2
I don't
hours
think it's
of golf
entertaining. We're going to
coverage.
get Scotty either A, we're going to get Scotty just running away with it.
Oh, we're gonna get. Hold on. I'm just gonna pick a random guy. Or we're gonna get Chris Gotterup winning the Tour champion, becoming the Tour champion,
And the
because
FedEx
he
Cup
was
champion,
clearly
yeah.
the best player all year.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like it. I agree with you. That's the thing. We both agree on that point. I just think again, match play makes a lot more sense to me. Match play would fix all the problems. It'd be entertaining, it'd be good product. You'd have people constantly watching,
Yeah.
all the time because every hole matters.
But the biggest problem with doing match play is that the PGA Tour won't invest enough to make sure you can see every match.
I disagree.
I don't think they would.
I think they would.
No, they're too busy with their simulator golf league.
I think they would. I think
They're
they
too
would.
much. They're too
I think
busy.
that would be
spending money.
easily done with 30 guys.
You would think so, but then why
I
does
think
their
it would be
normal
easily
coverage suck so much?
It'd just be like the Ryder Cup coverage, dude. It'd be the same thing.
It'd be worse than the Ryder Cup coverage.
No, it'd be just like the Ryder Cup coverage.
No, because
Same
the
amount of
Ryder
guys.
Cup is not governed by the PGA Tour, and the PGA Tour sucks at covering golf. It's one of the things that they're actually really bad at.
Okay, Zach, shut up. I'm right. You're wrong. It should be match play.
You know what, Zane? You know what? After that argument, you're 100% right. I don't even know why I ever doubted you.
I don't know why you ever doubted me either. So, anyway.
Zach, shut up. I'm right. You're wrong.
Shut up. I'm right. You're stupid.
Power
okay?
George.
I've heard Zach's like the worst at arguments. Okay.
God.
So anyway, terrible Trump impression done. So yeah, anything else you want to add on to the talk about the playoffs?
Well, we got to do our picks for this upcoming week.
We do, but that's the last thing we do, and we've still got a couple more things to cover.
Okay, what else do we want to cover?
Like what? I'm glad you asked. Let's go ahead and
Nice
cover
man.
this. Let's go ahead and cover this, Zach. The little babies are gonna baby. Revolving door. Colin Morikawa will have Tony Finau's former caddy Mark Urbanick on the bag this week in Memphis at the St. Jude. The move marks the 5th caddy change for him.
You know what? I've always said, and I know you agree with this, Zane. I've always said that changing your caddy super often, or like making a lot of changes throughout the course of a year helps you be a much more consistent golfer. So I'm glad he's doing this.
Yeah, I've always heard the more you change, the more consistent you are.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard as well.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I've heard people say. So
I've heard it said.
Just to go down the list, so these are his caddies this season. He's had JJ Jakovac, and that was his 6th Jakovac. That was his 6. Pardon. So that was 6 years he was with him, and it ended in April. Then he went to Joe Griner. This is the guy that he got butthurt because he was joking around with Scotty. That was 5 events. Oh no, joking around with Max Homa, I believe. Just cutting the rub with Max Homa.
Honestly, I would be pissed too. Don't talk to me. I'm just kidding. That was a
it's
joke.
so stupid. 5 events. Then KK Lim Hassett, and that was 1 event he was with him for. KK did not do it for old Morikawa. Then you had Billy Foster for 2 events, and now obviously is Mark Urbanick. So Zach,
Okay.
what are your prospects for Colin Morikawa coming this playoff season?
They're not high. I think there's a chance he drops out of the top 8 for the or top 10 for the Ryder Cup.
I would agree with that.
Depending on how all the guys behind him play, obviously. But
Sure.
I mean, again, for him, it's just been a lack of consistency this year, and it may or may not have to do with his caddy. I don't know. I'm not friends with Colin Morikawa, but I can tell you
I think
probably
he's just a diva, dude.
But the only thing I can say is it probably doesn't help.
Yeah, 100%.
It probably doesn't help.
100% doesn't help. And then we've got PGA Tour player director Peter Malnati says he is, quote, very concerned that Rory McIlroy is able to skip the first playoff event, hinting that a rule change could be on the way in the future to close the loophole. He says, quote, I think there is stuff in the works, and I'll leave it at that, end quote.
Ooh. Wait,
That
who said
seems
that?
a bit
Who said
ominous.
that?
Peter Malnati.
Ooh.
He's a player director on the PGA Tour.
Okay.
So I hope a rule change does come in. It's amazing that rule did not already pre-exist.
Yeah, you would think it would have.
You'd think it'd be an unspoken rule. You know, this is the gentleman's game, and there are unspoken rules in golf. You think Rory McIlroy would follow some unspoken rules, but I reckon everybody's above the. There's some people that are above the law.
Above the law.
Everyone's above the law.
I reckon everybody's above the law.
Everyone's above the law. You know, everybody skip it. You know, F it. So and then we've got one last thing before we get into our picks, and that is a sad affair. Nelly's Court of Reign as the number 1 ranked women's golfer had come to an end. An LPGA spokesperson confirmed to Golf Digest after 7 wins last season and a 71 consecutive week run at the top. The number 1 ranking is set to change hands to Gino Thidikool. Zach, what is your take on this?
Shout out to Thidikool. She's got a crazy name.
She's got a crazy name.
It's true. She
Shout out
does.
to the crazy names out there, dog.
Shout out to all my crazy people.
Shout out to all those crazy peeps.
Yeah, 100%.
Those crazy peeps. So, anyway, so let's go into the DraftKings, shall we?
Let's go into it.
Let's go into it. So, Zach, what do we got this week? We've got the FedEx St. Jude Championship.
Wait. Before we get into
If
this,
you are watching it, play along with us. We are playing the PGA Tour $25,000 caddy single entry.
yes.
That is a $5 entry. There's only single entry. You only enter once. And I believe the winner gets $3,000. So join us. Win $3,000 with us. Maybe we'll shout you out if you beat us. So anyway, so yeah, what does do you have your picks? Did you already make your picks?
100% do. I love my lineup, man. I love my lineup.
Cool.
It's a lot of homers, let me just tell you. It's a lot of homers.
homers.
A lot of homers.
Good to know. Okay.
Zane, what happened last week, real quick, before we move on?
What happened last week? What do you mean?
What happened?
I lost.
So where's the shot?
Oh, I got to do a shot. All right, hold on. Hold on. I'm pausing my screen. How do I do that?
You're pausing your screen?
Hide camera, keep audio. There we go.
Well, that's lovely. Zane's getting up from his computer. He is
Getting up from my computer.
He's putting down his headphones. He's walking away from the camera. All right, just me and you guys. Guys, listen. We're going for 2 in a row. Okay, I think we can do it. We're strong enough. We're smart enough. We're brilliant enough to be able to pull this off. I think in the playoffs, I'm going to be even stronger than I was before. Okay, I think that instead of becoming weaker, I think that this playoffs will strengthen me. I think I will become unbeatable as a man.
What did he say? He's going to become unbeatable as a woman?
Yep, that's what I said.
Oh, there we are.
All right, Zane, what are we drinking tonight?
Got a Tito's handmade vodka. Thank you, Dad. So we're going to pour that in that Novocaine shot glass. It's the only shot glass I really own. Just to show you, pretty full.
It is pretty full.
So I'm going to go ahead and take that shot now. I'm going to use the Miller Lite as a nice chaser. Beer chaser. Here we go. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready, dude. Let's do it.
Screenshot that.
Yeah. 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 All right,
It's a
Zane.
lot smoother than
Go
that
ahead.
cheap rum.
Let's hear your first pick, Zane. Let's hear your first pick.
First pick. Let me pull it up here. I've got it. Oh, I'm sorry. Ugh. Woo! Yes, sir. All right. Oh man.
He's about to pass out, guys.
No, I'm good.
You gotta
I'm
be
good.
patient
I'm
with
good.
him.
I'm good. So I figured everybody's gonna pick Scotty Scheffler. That's
gotta
what I
imagine
figured.
They would, yeah.
I figured. So I'm going for the diversity pick. I'm going Hideki Matsuyama coming in from the top rope. Let's
That's
go.
a horrible pick, Jeffrey. That's a bad pick, Jeffrey.
Why is that a bad pick,
Just
Jeffrey?
a bad pick. We don't got to talk about it any more than that. Is that your first pick?
That's my first pick. Go.
All right. You know we love him. You know we care about him. You know he drains putts. Danny McCarthy, 7,400.
Okay. Then we're going Russell Henley. 9 top 10s this season.
That's a good pick. I like that pick.
It's a great pick, dog.
I'm glad you made one. All right. Give me one moment. What just
Dude,
happened?
pick, man. You should have
I made my pick. My picks are in.
Okay.
It
then
just
pick
went
'em.
away. Okay. Next up, we're going with another favorite, another fan favorite, show favorite, my favorite, the smoothest bomber in all of golf. Some call him Big Daddy. It's Jake Knapp.
Jake Knapp is Big Daddy.
Yeah, he hits the ball far. Ball go
Okay.
far.
Then I'm picking the Rye guy for obvious reasons. He's been playing pretty good. And I think he's going to get the job done and end up shooting really low and making it onto the next tour stop. So, yeah.
I love that pick, Zane. That's why I also picked him. I think he's got to play well this weekend to get in, and
Sure.
I think he does. Aaron Rye, $8,300 currently on DraftKings.
Awesome. We were just talking about this guy, Kurt Kitayama. He's just outside. I think he's going to sneak in.
I
really
almost took him. I decided against it. Instead, I went with my hero, the Max Fly man, Ben Griffin. He's never failed
God.
me, and he won't fail me now.
He's going to fail this week. Let me tell you.
No, he's not. Ben Griffin.
I've got the Patty.
Rory
Never,
McIlroy.
no, I've got the better looking Rory McIlroy, Robert McIntyre. So I got Robert McIntyre. He's going to do some really good stuff. He always seems to play well in these big events. I mean, whether it's a major championship or what, he's pretty good at these big events, big time events. Anyway,
Put some spin on it. Give it some English. We're going with Harris English. $8,400 currently on DraftKings.
you picked Harris English, huh?
Yeah, I do. I did.
I picked Chris Gotterup.
hate that
Great
pick.
Huh?
Hate it.
Okay,
I'm not a fan of Gotterup.
You
I
can
don't know
hate
why.
whatever. You can hate whatever you want. Dude's been playing. Dude's been on a tear. I think he's going to do
He's been
something
playing
great.
well. And my most expensive pick, and I mainly took him because he's got the potential to go crazy low.
Uh-huh.
And I've dogged on him on this show before, but I ain't dogging him today. We're going with Justin High Hands Thomas for 10.
You never pick JT.
I never do, but I am now.
Okay. What makes you so confident in his ability in Memphis?
He's a Southern boy, grew up in Texas. He likes the South. He likes that barbecue. He's gonna feel right.
Grew up in Texas, dude. He played at Alabama.
Yeah, he grew up in Texas though.
Did he actually grow up in Texas?
Yeah, he grew up best friends with Jordan Spieth in Texas.
Where is JT Justin Thomas from?
Texas.
I don't think he's from Texas, dude.
He's from Texas, brother.
Where is JT from? No, JT.
Bro, Henry Graham, you're gonna see when he finishes top 10 this week, like he's done 7 times this year.
I don't think so.
When he's done it 7 times, he's gonna make it 8.
Dude, he's from Kentucky. Get the F out of here. You don't know
he's
what the hell
gonna
you're
even
talking
be
about.
more at home in
He's from
Tennessee.
Texas. He's from Texas. I was like, there's no way he's from Texas. Get the heck out of here, dude. Dude thinks he knows ball. Come on, man.
Bro, is he actually from Kentucky?
He's from
Just-
Kentucky. He's from Kentucky.
I
I
don't
knew
believe
he
that.
wasn't from Texas. You can
Don't
look at it.
believe that. I don't
Dude,
believe that. I'm gonna look
dude,
at his Wikipedia.
He played junior golf with Jordan Spieth, but he's from Texas.
He's from Texas. Is it you just said?
I mean, he's from Kentucky. He's from Louisville. He's from Louisville, Kentucky,
I
dude.
thought they grew up playing together.
Yeah, in AJGA events.
Oh,
What are you talking about, dog?
well, that's my bad. It's okay. Listen, listen. In that case, he's even more at home. Kentucky and Tennessee share a border, so there you go.
Okay, whatever. Fantastic, dude. It actually is a better it is definitely a better he's gonna play well because it's Kentucky, but still it's just
Oh, there
kinda
you
funny
go.
that you
So
thought you-
even when I'm wrong,
even when I'm wrong, I'm right.
I'm never wrong. I'm just not right yet.
That's right. I'm
He
just
doesn't-
not right now. I'm right eventually.
Yes, even when I'm wrong, that just means I'm not right yet.
I love it.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
Anyway, that's pretty much it. Zach, you got anything to plug or any news that you want to share?
Not really. Henry Graham, give me a Ryder Cup team now. It's too hard right now. I don't know where everyone's gonna do this this postseason, I guess, in the playoffs. Zane likes Cam Young getting in. I'm not sure I do. He's got to jump a bunch of guys that Keegan Bradley's got to go over. But I think he's a decent pick. I think you got to go Ben Griffin. I think you got to go Morikawa. I think you got to go McNeely. I think Keegan Bradley's probably going to take himself because he's playing really good golf right now despite his missed cut last week. I personally wouldn't take Harman. I think it'd be shocking if he wasn't on the team this year. But I don't like Goddard for no reason. I'm just going to be straight up. I don't like Goddard, and there is zero reasoning behind that. And maybe it's just his name. He's just got a funny name.
He's just got a funny name.
I don't have a reason for not liking Goddard in the Ryder Cup.
That's great,
but,
dude. He's just got a funny name, man. He's
I
just
don't
got a
know.
funny name.
Yeah, Maverick McNeely, baby. Mr.
Yeah, he's
Consistent.
20th right now. Chris Goddard. I wouldn't mind Goddard as a pick. Here's the way
20th?
I would pick.
Not in
Here's
the
the way
Ryder
I
Cup
would
rankings,
pick.
he's not, I don't think. Is he? I thought he
Here's
was
the way
higher.
I would pick. Here's the way I would pick your tops.
I know he's
Listen. Here's the way I would pick if I'm the Ryder Cup captain, which I'm very obviously very far away from ever doing anything remotely looking like that. If I'm the Ryder Cup captain, what I do is I pick the guys who had played the best in the last 5 or 6 events. That's what I do. I don't take.
So if you're the European captain, you taking Alex Noren?
Has he played better in the last 6
He's
events?
played very well. Well, he was injured for the first half of the season. So
Then I take whoever's been playing well in the last 6 events, regardless of regardless of the Ryder Cup standings.
okay.
That's what I would do.
Okay.
I mean, personally speaking. I mean, that's the
Okay.
way you've got to do it. So
Listen.
nobody
just
does
wanna
it
hear your
like that,
opinion.
but
I just
nobody-
listen. I just value your opinion, Zane. That's really what it is.
yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Sure you do.
I do.
Okay. How would you pick them if you had to pick? Would you go down the list?
Not necessarily. I mean,
Would you reach once, twice?
there would be. I would probably reach on 2 guys that played really well in the last few events, and then I'd look at who was trending out of that top 10.
Okay, that's fair.
I wouldn't.
I'm
take
not
Harman.
taking Harman. I'm not taking Harman.
Not at Bethpage.
No, I'm not taking Harman. Bad idea. But anyway, all right. Well, that's it. I've got one quick announcement. I was let go from the Golf Club of Georgia. We didn't talk about this last week, I don't think. I was let go of the Golf Club of Georgia in Alpharetta, Georgia, and I will be. We're looking into starting up my own golf studio, my own instruction / fitting studio here in Alpharetta for my clients. So I'm super excited about the opportunity. We've been looking at spaces. I'm very excited about what that'll look like. It's going to have, the idea is to have a couple hitting bays in there and a putting / chipping green and stuff. It's going to be in kind of like an industrial kind of warehouse like look. So yeah, I'm super excited. We'll definitely keep you up to date with those plans. And then Zach, do you have any videos that are coming out soon or anything that people should
I had
keep
one
on the
come
lookout
out
for?
this week, talking about my performance at the Georgia Open qualifier, which was not fun to edit. But
Well, sure.
but we're gonna have. I mean, it's been raining so much this past week. I was supposed to shoot another one early this week, and I just didn't get the chance to. Plan is to shoot tomorrow. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. Probably, I'll make a fun game. We'll figure out a fun game.
Sounds great.
All right.
Sounds great. All right, guys. Well, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe below. Hit that follow button to make sure that you get all of our subscription. Hit that notification bell and make sure you get all the subscriptions. And really looking forward to talking about next week how the St. Jude went. Looking at who's got cut and who made it.
And we will see you next time.